Station Works Entertainment is proud to present
WBCW Florida Country Radio
with your host, DJ Big Country.
Oh, yeah, it's a Saturday morning Sinkhole show right here for you on Central Florida's only #1 radio station, WBCW Networks. The Saturday morning Sinkhole, hanging out with you. It's a Sunday, I know. Just because it's Sunday doesn't mean anything. So let's everybody should be up and getting moving here and going to church. So let's do this here real quick. And hold on. Oh, where's it at? I just had it here a second ago. I tried to find, really what it was I was busy eating, so I was being slow this morning. But where's it at? I know I got it on here somewhere. Hold on. Time out. Where's it at? Damn, I can't believe it's not on here. Well, some of them done. Here, I'll just have to use this one, I guess. Let me, okay. Nothing wants to work right this morning. Damn it, man, I hate it when this happens. Here we go. Okay, is that it? Yes. Let's do this morning to wake everybody up. It's Sunday. I know you guys are going to church, but we just got to do it. This is for all the people in Paris. I'm sure everybody has heard by now what happened, so.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Oh, yeah, Sunday morning right here. It's a beautiful afternoon. Jeez. It's morning time right here in Central Florida Radio. My co-host. My co-host is on the phone, Sarah Lee. Say hi, Sarah. Morning. Sounds like you're awake or not awake.
I'm attempting.
You're attempting.
I'm working on it.
So, why
I'm working on it.
Why do you sound so low this morning? Here, let me try something. How about
Why
now?
do I sound so what?
Oh, keep talking.
Keep talking?
Oh, there we go. I had the volume down. That's what it was.
Simple fix.
Yeah.
You're having trouble getting going this morning.
Let me tell you. It's because of them biscuits and gravy.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
So if I might have to go to church this morning, we'll just take the show with us.
Oh my gosh. No one else knows our church joke, though.
That's an inside joke.
They
Yeah.
might be offended.
Well, no, we can say it now because I didn't know this, but I had bought a new toilet seat here. I don't know, it's been a few months ago, and I didn't realize it, but Vic, when they were all over here last weekend, Vic says, "Hey, you're going to." No, he said, "No." What did he say? He said, "What does church and my bathroom have in common?" And I'm thinking,
Yeah, and I thought it was the picture you had hanging the scriptures on
yeah,
it.
that's. I thought too. I couldn't figure out what the hell he was talking about. And here my toilet seat's made from a company called Church.
So now it's a big joke. Anytime any of us has to use the restroom, we're going to church.
We're going to church. We're taking the kids to church.
Mm-hmm.
But,
No, I'm not taking the kids.
all right, so let's find out who's in the chat room. Probably just you.
Just Dory.
Tori. Uh-oh. Tori's in the room. Let's say everybody say hi to Tori.
Hi, Dory.
Oh no, we don't want to laugh at her. Let's clap for her. There we go. Everybody say hi to Tori. She must not.
She's our most loyal listener, you know.
I was going to say she must not have nothing better to do on a Sunday. But
I don't know what they're doing out there.
yeah, so the reason we're doing the show today is because I was busy doing other things yesterday and Friday, so we moved everything up to this morning for the show. So, but don't forget, next Saturday we're going to be back on schedule, except for we're going to be an hour ahead next Saturday. No, 2 hours ahead, because normally we do it at 10 o'clock. Next Saturday we'll be broadcasting at 8 o'clock in the morning live from the first annual Dukes of Hazzard Hoedown in Samsula, Florida, which is just outside of Daytona. It's going to be at the Cabbage Patch Bar on Tomoka Farms Road. We'll be broadcasting there live, do our morning show there from 8 to 10. So if you guys want to get there early and bring your coffee and your donuts, you can bring us donuts, bring us coffie. Hey, yeah.
Coffee for sure.
It's all good. But we'll be out there and you can sit and
I
listen.
take my coffee with cream and sugar, so everybody knows.
You can come out and hang out with us and sit there and listen to us jibber jabber and talk about whatever, pretty much. But so
I'm looking forward to it. Except for it's really early.
you look forward to anything you get to do on the radio. I can't figure that out. You got the
I just look forward to anything different, a new adventure, some excitement.
you got the radio bug or something.
It's your fault. You did it.
Mm-mm.
Yes, you did.
Nope. I got my Diet Pepsi here. I'm drinking.
I have to say good morning to Ezra because he's listening.
Ezra.
Ezra, my little man. He gets so excited when he hears me on the radio.
Oh. Yeah, he
Good
figures,
morning, Ezra.
he figures you're coming through the computer after him or something.
No. When I got home last weekend, he's like, I heard you on the radio. Remember how you and Vic were making like fart noises?
Uh-huh.
When I was out of the room?
He probably said, "That's mommy."
He says, I heard you fart on the radio. And I was like, no. I didn't fart on the radio. I said, that was the boys making noises. But he kept saying it over and over.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
That's a high five for Ezra right there, buddy.
He's a boy, so if it comes out of your butt, it's funny.
So, what have you been doing?
So how was your yard sale?
It was all right. It was, it made me gas money to get there next weekend, so I'm good.
At least you had some cooler weather for it.
Yeah, well, yesterday wasn't too bad. It was Mom and Dad's yard sale, so they're kind of, when you get to that point at a certain age, I guess they start weeding out all the things that you've collected over the past 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I think that's what they're starting to pretty much do now. So,
I'd like to get rid of a bunch of stuff, but then as soon as I start, then I'm like, oh,
because I'm guessing,
maybe I shouldn't.
I'm guessing now it's hard enough now just to get a girlfriend, and they're planning on moving in with me here in the next couple of years. Yeah.
What? They're moving in at your little place?
Well, we may. Well, I don't know. We may end up getting someplace bigger. Just depends.
That's cool.
Just depends, but and then keep this one and either rent it out or just hang on to it until we decide to take it, to move back in, until I move back in or something like that. Because see, really, this
you
is
should rent it out.
well. That's what I'm saying. This place here is perfect for me. If I'm single, I don't need to raise no kids because I done raised all my chitlins. So
Yeah.
if it was me and one other person, this place would be ideal.
Absolutely.
So,
I agree.
but so who knows what we're doing with that? But so what'd you do this weekend or this week? I know you've been snotting and snorting on the damn phone every time I talk to you.
Yeah, well, I'm sick. I can't seem to shake the last little bit of my cold. What did I do this week? I did a lot of running around.
You're sick and you were in my house. I'm surprised Vic didn't get sick.
I'm surprised neither one of you got sick.
Nope, I'm immune to getting sick.
Because I cooked breakfast for you.
I'm immune to
I was
getting
hacking and coughing.
I know. It wasn't gravy that was on them biscuits, I guess.
You're bad.
I know. What can I say?
Excuse me.
So we got 3 whole people, so that would be...
Me, you, and Tori.
No, I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts me when I'm doing the show, since it's my page.
Okay.
So it might be.
Well, I think it counts me.
It might be somebody else. Who knows?
All right.
Let me add the picture here. So what do you think?
I learned.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. That's all right. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. Continue.
No, continue. That's all right. I was just going to say, what do you think about the situation in Paris right now?
Oh, I think it's very sad.
Yeah.
Just like anybody else, I'm I shouldn't say I'm heartbroken for the people that have lived through it and the people that have lost loved ones and people they know. But I also, it also kind of breaks my heart that there's stuff like this that goes on in other countries all the time that we never hear about.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And I think it's great, all the outpouring of love and support and prayers and that kind of thing. But it's a little sad to see how, I don't know if one-sided is the right word for it, but...
Well, Paris, actually, the country of France is our biggest ally. They've been with us ever since God knows when. And and being the fact that they are our allies, they actually, there's a picture that's floating around on social media that where they had actually draped the American flag out in front of the Eiffel Tower when 9/11
after
happened.
9/11,
after 9/11. So, it was and being the fact that Obama, I don't know, he just, if it was me, I think I'd be dropping some bombs on us, on ISIS ass right now, just because, granted, I kind of wondered if there was going to be any retaliation due to the fact of us going after the jihadi John or whatever his name is, but,
yeah, I was thinking that too, but I mean, this had to be pretty well planned, and because it was very coordinated.
But
but
not necessarily. Not necessarily because of. I'll tell you the reason why. We have cells that are sitting here in the United States, and our government knows exactly where they're at, but they won't touch them. So as far as this being a coordinated plan, this could have been coordinated months and months and months ago. It just was. It was only implemented up until yesterday. In other words, it was only implemented yesterday.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So this could
I could see that too.
I guarantee everything they do as far as the terrorist goes. I guarantee everything they do, they got it planned out. They've been planning, even like 9/11. When we had during 9/11, we had Osama bin Laden 10 years before 9/11 happened, and we let him go. And he even vouched. He said, "I will be back, and I will get even." And sure as shit, he did. He didn't try to bomb it not once, but he got it on the second time, because the first time he tried to bomb, he didn't put he didn't place the bomb just right up underneath the parking garage, and it only collapsed a few floors. So this time, the second time he got him. So, of course, there's also speculations about how our government thinks that. I guess people think that our government is in on it and they know all about this. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what's going on. If it's our government, if it's them or whatever, we need to take care of the problem. It's just like, and you know what kills me is now I can sit here and say, Donald Trump don't look too bad right now, does he? Or doesn't sound too bad for what he wants to do. Donald Trump.
Yeah, I've seen some people say that.
Donald Trump's going to take care of business, and if he gets in office, I'm telling you that right now. And that's,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm drinking.
I was just gonna say, like, I get tired of what looks like, walking around on eggshells for other people. Like, it would be nice to see somebody kind of step up to the plate and do something. And who knows? I mean, there may not be any real great fix, and it may not work or whatever. But it'd be nice to see somebody kind of, instead of our sympathy, this and that. Like, come on, let's jump on this and get going.
Well, the only reason Obama is not pushing forward or faster on this situation is because he's Muslim to begin with. And his ideas and his terms, I really honestly think once he leaves office and gets out of presidency, I think he's going to join with one of these other countries. And I'm thinking it's going to be Cuba.
You think so? Really?
Yes, I think so. Because he's trying to shut down Gitmo over in Cuba. He's trying to shut that down because he vowed he was going to shut it down. And by federal law, well, not federal law, but it's actually built into the Constitution. Or not the Constitution, but the government, the U.S. government's laws or whatever we got here as far as presidency, that the president cannot shut down Gitmo in Cuba. It actually has to be closed down in other words, the president he's not allowed to use his executive order to shut it down. But now, since he found that out, he's taken it to the Supreme Court to try to get the Supreme Court to overrule that so he can shut Gitmo down, because that's what's going to happen. Obama what he's doing is he's shutting down Gitmo so he can move. I guarantee you watch. He's moving to Cuba as soon as he gets out of the presidency, and I think he's going to become the ruler over there. Or what? And it depends, because now if that happens, that opens up Russia to come to Cuba. Because Cuba, because
got this all figured out.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm telling you, it's the Russian-Cuban, it's the Russian-Cuban crisis all over again. The missile crisis all over again that happened back in 70s, 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, I'm not good with my history.
So, I all this little stuff that's happening around the world. I'm telling you, these boneheads, they're not afraid to attack the United States. They're just waiting for the right moment. And when it does, it's going to hit us big, and that's why we got to take care of the problem now and not wait until it happens. And we need somebody in the office that's going to do it and not afraid to stand up and do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you want to talk about?
Oh, I was going to talk about my new discovery last night. You know what it is because I posted it on Facebook.
Your news? Oh, about the Netflix and chill?
Yeah, right? I apparently am like the last person.
Is that really what it means? I thought it meant something else. I wasn't even close then. Is that really what it means?
Apparently.
Well,
apparently Netflix and chill, maybe in certain circles, maybe it's not everywhere.
Then I was
code for booty call.
I was totally off then because I thought it was sitting in front of the TV watching Netflix and chilling out.
Exactly, that was me too.
Yep. So I guess we're both wrong.
I know. I was absolutely shocked because Paul had made a post about it, and he's like, "I feel bad for saying I'm going to Netflix and chill with my kids," And I was like, what am I missing? And then somebody posted this video from YouTube to my timeline. Did you watch it?
No.
I sent it to you last night.
No, I didn't watch the video.
Okay, it is a 16-year-old girl, or what she's claiming to be 16. To me, she looks much older. Of course, she talks like she's 8.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch the video, but I kind of read
she's claiming that her mother is trying to sue Netflix.
Yeah.
Because Netflix doesn't have enough choices of shows to watch, like more recent shows to watch.
Uh-huh.
And that is how she ended up pregnant, because there was nothing to watch, so she ended up sleeping with this guy when she went to his house to Netflix and chill. And there wasn't enough programming on Netflix worth watching that they got bored, and they had sex and she got pregnant.
Jeez.
And she actually says at the end of the video that 73% of people that Netflix and chill end up pregnant, whereas only 12% of people who Hulu and chill end up pregnant, because Hulu has better options for recent shows to watch. And I was dying. I was like, okay. It just blows me away. Like, all along I thought it was something so innocent.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill, and I was like, that sounds awesome. Like, come on over, we'll watch some stupid old show or movie or whatever, and just hang out. We don't have to get dressed up and go out or anything.
Let me explain something to you. Whatever we said 20 years ago and what it meant don't mean the same now.
I know, and I kind of hate being the last to know.
Well, I was right there with you. I kind of didn't know either what it really meant.
Yeah, I don't think I was the only one to not know. So maybe I wasn't quite the last person. But
and you're probably right. It probably changes in different cliques, and depends on who you're hanging out with, and yada yada and stuff like that. So
that video just totally blew me away, though. Watching this girl, and I was like, oh, please. I just hope that is not a common... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for?
Common denominator?
I feel like intelligence for people is just going down the toilet. Everybody's got a reason for screwing up their lives and blaming somebody else. Nobody takes responsibility anymore, and everybody's been so dumbed down by the internet and getting any real information or anything off of Facebook.
I will take the blame and screw it up my life. I have no problem with that. It was the people that started it. I'll say they started it, but I'll take the blame for it.
It's terrible.
But
are you blaming your parents for your life? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm saying for whatever in general in life. Life's. Following.
I'm not blaming Netflix. If I could sue Netflix 4 times for getting knocked up, that would be great. But I can't. I just have myself to blame.
Well, why not? Why can't you? Let me tell you something. I talked to a lawyer one time.
Because Netflix wasn't around for most of my pregnancy.
It does not. I know, but it does not make a difference. Let me explain something to you. I talked to a lawyer. We were just sitting there chatting. This had been a few years ago. And this is before it even actually started getting worse. But I talked to him, and I was asking him questions. And he said, let me tell you something. He says, in today's society and age, you can sue anybody for anything. Yep. It does not make a bit of difference. And the kicker is, it all depends on if you win your case. It's not about if you can or can't sue. It's about if your lawyer can actually prove your case and make them believe what you're saying.
Right.
It's just like everybody tells you. It's just like everybody tells you that, in judicial law and government laws and stuff like that, everybody tells you that you can't sue the police department, or you can't sue the federal government or the feds because of such and such. But that's bullcrap. They're not above the law. You can sue them too. So
yeah, well, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, see, for the longest time, it's been a stipulation amongst people. People think that you can't sue the government because they're untouchable, and that's not true.
Yeah, you may not win, but you can certainly try.
Right. Yeah. Well, it also depends on what kind of attorney you got.
Well, yeah. And if anybody's going to get paid off or anything.
Well, yeah. That too, but...
I'm telling you, money is the real power nowadays.
Uh-oh. Paula's in the room. Yay, Paula!
I already said hi.
Paula
I already
decided.
told her good morning.
Paula decided to get up out of bed just to listen to little old me.
No, she got up to listen to me.
No, I sat and talked to her for like 2 hours last night.
Oh, nice. Okay, fine. She got up to listen to you.
Okay, let's just say she got up to listen to both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Paula? Paula's saying, uh-huh. While she's drinking her coffee, she says, uh-huh.
Yeah, she doesn't want to get in the middle.
Yeah, she's saying, don't bug me right now. I'm drinking my coffee.
That's right. Let's leave her alone. We'll leave her be.
Unless,
so what did you do all week?
Unless some of these people just come into our chat room and they come in and say hi, and then they turn the volume down on their laptop so they don't have to listen to us.
When I was listening the other day, and I started to chat, and then I ended up, I forget what I was doing. Oh, I ended up getting on the phone. So it's like I went in there and said hi, and then wasn't on there for very long, and then came back on a little bit later. When I went for sushi lunch, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but it's funny because I only started eating sushi probably about, 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Oh, well,
I could never get used to the taste of, or the idea of putting a raw fish in your mouth.
Yeah.
And it's what
it's the thought of it that I think that's worse than anything.
Yeah, and and of course it's like anything. I mean, I'm the same way. It's I guess we're all right, Paula. But what about you? Are you doing all right this morning? You got our coffee ready for us? But I think I look at it this way: as people get older, I think their taste buds change. It's just like me. It's just it's the same way I am. When I was younger, there were certain things I wouldn't eat. Spinach was one. Collard greens was another. I never even thought twice about eating that crap. And now I eat it up like crazy. My sister's daughter, my niece, Evie, she's 5 years old, and that kid is so picky when it comes to eating certain things. I mean, you would think most kids like to eat just about anything. She'll tell you right there.
My son's like that too. He is such a picky eater. And he is like, he recently fell in love with ribs. So now every time we cook dinner, it doesn't matter if it is chicken or beef or pork, how we've made it or anything, it's always ribs. That's the only way we can get him to eat any meat. Otherwise, he says, is it make your own dinner night? I want a peanut butter and jelly. That kid has put down more peanut butter and jelly in his short little lifespan, I think, than I've had my entire life.
I just burped.
Crazy kid.
I burped.
All he wants is peanut butter and jelly.
I burped and about choked. Hey, there's nothing wrong with peanut butter and jelly. I like peanut butter and jelly.
No, but it shouldn't be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day.
Well, some kids are like that.
I know, he was like that. Olivia went through a phase where her favorite lunch was a scoop of peanut butter and 2 ice cubes. And that's all I could get her to eat. A little spoonful of peanut butter and 2 ice cubes.
Wonder what the ice cubes are for.
Go figure. I have no idea.
Paula says she's going to church. I think she's going to Medea's church. She's going to do that hooting and
Is
hollering.
she going to your church?
She's probably going to Medea.
No,
she's going to Medea.
She missed that whole part if she just came on.
I know. She's going to Medea's church.
Yeah, well, you got me there because I don't know.
You need to go watch. I can't. Paula, check this out. Sarah has never, ever seen any of the Medea shows.
Blah, blah, blah.
Tyler Perry's Medea. She has never seen any of them. And so that's okay. That's your.
How many?
Here's your chore for this week. or your lesson, your homework.
No, I gotta watch Dukes of Hazzard this week.
Well, you can split it up. At least watch one of the Medea shows, the one of Medea movies. I like them all, so I really don't have a specific one.
I'll watch one of those if you watch a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical.
Who?
Rodgers and Hammerstein musical.
No, because that's different. That's the musical. That's on stage, right?
No, they're movies. You know, like Sound of Music, West Side Story, Oklahoma, The King and I, Hello Dolly.
I've seen West Side Story, and I've seen Hello Dolly.
Okay. They're good, right?
Yeah. Sometimes,
I love my old musicals.
Sometimes I think, well, see, back in the day, that's the thing. That's what the thing about the movies or about the musicals was. It was the music. Now, when they try to make them, I think they put too much music into them nowadays, and then it just gets old. I like my musicals to have some kind of storyline with it too at the same time, and not just like Grease.
Well, I like my movies
like
to have
Grease,
a storyline.
like Grease. When they made Grease, that was perfect. You know, they had the music with it, and they had the storyline. You know, the actors.
Well, that's what some of the older ones are like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think West Side Story is probably my least favorite out of most of the ones I like. I love Hello Dolly and The King and I. Those are two of my tops.
Did Paula just say she has never seen any of the Medea movies?
Yeah, see? So you think it's great. It's because we have
Paula,
class.
shame on you. I can't believe I can expect it from you, Paula, but not Sarah, because her husband's a comedian. And Tyler Perry's the one that plays Medea. That's just wrong. That's just wrong. It's racial, man. It's racial.
Whatever. You know what one I did see that's really, and I don't know, it seems like it's in that same kind of genre or whatever, I think it's called Two White Chicks or something. Did you ever see that one? It's
The
just
White
like
Chicks.
Two brothers that dress up as white girls.
It's Damon and Wayman Williams. Damon and... what the hell?
Okay, now that movie is ridiculously stupid, but it still makes me laugh.
It's hilarious. Now, wait a minute. Why is this? Why is because you guys are two classy ladies? Now, why? What's going on here? Paula, you need to go.
We have better taste.
No. Paula, you better go to church this morning and repent for what you're saying right now, because you're talking sins right now.
Leave her alone. She's a smart lady. I like her already. Don't let him give you any crap, Paula.
I don't know about that.
So, is that your favorite dumb movie?
No, I like them all. I like them all. I like any kind of comedy movies. It's got that's got a good punchline. It at least has a storyline and not something stupid. It's kind of like, okay, I'll give it this way. You being an not an old lady, but you being of age.
What?
Listen to me.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. You being of age, you have seen dirty movies that has no storylines, right? I like a dirty movie with a storyline that makes sense. It's the same way with movies. Any kind of movie I watch, I don't care if it's a musical or a play or a
yeah, I want it to have a story.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'd like to.
But every now and then, there's some brainless movies out there that are just kind of fun to sit through. And
I ain't seen one yet. Even Larry the Cable Guy, when he came out with Health Inspector. And the movies that he made, they at least had storylines. They were dumb, but they were funny because they at least had a storyline.
Mm-hmm. I never saw those either.
Oh, gee. I think I just watched them for Jessica Simpson. That's why. Oh, that's another thing, too. I forgot to tell you. If we're doing Dukes of Hazzard this week, you should also read up on the new Dukes of Hazzard that they just filmed a couple years ago. No, it hadn't been a couple years ago. It's been longer than that. Because they had the old Dukes of Hazzard show back in the 70s and 80s with John Schneider and Catherine Bach and all them. And then the new one that they just had, that they remade here a few years back, had Jessica Simpson as Daisy. It had Willie Willie Nelson as Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
So,
So do I need to watch those movies?
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
Okay. You know what I was going to do? Because I think it's fun. is when I quiz you because you think you're all smart. So I was going to look up some good Dukes of Hazzard trivia for next weekend.
Paula says she loves me. Is that what Paula was talking about? Oh, I want. Paula, you saying you love me? Oh. Or who are you talking about? Maybe she's talking about Willie Nelson. She says, well, don't tell him, but I love him too. I'm thinking, okay.
Well, did you miss? I said it first.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Hey, I'm not able to look at the computer fast like you can because you're right up on it. Oh, health. What?
Apparently, Paul says his best friend is in the movie Health Inspector. I think
no. Yeah, don't even.
Right.
Yeah. Larry's not his best friend. Larry is my best friend because I've known him before he even.
Vic's best friend, isn't he?
Oh well, we're both. Larry used to live right down the street from me, not even a couple blocks.
Yeah, but did you hang out with him then?
Back in the day when I was. This has been back like 2005, 2006. So it's been a couple years.
Chris is in that movie. Sorry. Oh, cool. One of my friends was in Health Inspector. I didn't realize it.
Oh, well, that's cool.
You know, my girlfriend, I went to her house last night. I was telling you, I went to my girlfriend's house last night and watched a movie. Her husband is a stunt coordinator, and has little bit parts in all kinds of movies.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, normally a stunt coordinator
He's a cool dude.
Normally a stunt coordinator would be in a movie. I would think so, because he's doing stunts.
Well, the coordinator. Like, doesn't always do the actual stunt. He makes sure that everybody's safe doing it.
There. See? Paula's my number one girl now. She said she loves me. I think Paula likes me. I think she wants to move to Florida so we can get hooked.
Okay, seriously, who said I love you first?
I think
scroll down and read.
But you're married.
You wouldn't have said it till I said it.
You're married. Paula isn't. Paula can move down to Florida and be my sidekick and other half. She could come down and we could go to the beach and sit on the beach and sip margaritas and
get sunburnt.
Yeah, get sunburnt.
I see you with your golden tan there, mister.
No, I got a farmer's tan because every summer.
You even have a tan?
Oh yeah, every summer my arms will get dark, but everything else is white.
I was going to say, you looked pretty white to me. Oh, look, she's married. You are wrong. She is not moving to Florida for you.
I don't know. How much would it take to get you down here, Paul? $2, $3? I think I can scrounge up $5.
He has a church in his bathroom.
Yeah. There you go. I got a church. That's right. I got a church in my bathroom. Paula, you should take the phone with you to church today and put it on speaker. That way everybody can hear our show and we can sit here and dance and have all kind of church music on the show and we can talk to everybody.
You are crazy.
Why not? Why not? We could do that.
She said she needs the warmth and the sand. I don't blame you, Paula. I've lived here for 5 years and 65 degrees now feels cold to me.
Oh, it was nice last night. I had the windows open in the house and everything.
Beautiful. We had the windows open all day yesterday. It was really nice.
My electric bill went down.
I'm so glad it's cooling down.
My electric bill went down $50 last night.
Oh my gosh. My electric is outrageous here.
Well, that's because you're not
You would die.
That's because you're not a single person. You don't have a 2-bedroom house. And yeah. The only what you don't realize, you came over Saturday morning and it was actually nice and cool. It hadn't started heating up yet. My house doesn't have an attic, which means it doesn't have insulation on the roof. So during the summer, it takes to about 2 or 3 o'clock before it really starts heating up. And when the temperature hits in the 90s, my roof gets real hot. And the heat, so that's why my bill is normally jacked up during the summertime. It maybe runs $150 a month, but during the wintertime, shit, my electric bill be lucky if it runs $30 a month.
Holy smokes!
That's because I don't need it, because I can turn the AC off, and if it's too cold outside, I can shut the windows, and I got a little tiny space heater that I can put in I can plug in each room wherever I'm at, and it keeps me just as warm as could be.
Yeah, no, my electric on budget billing is like $260 a month.
Paula says,
and that's the budget billing.
Yeah, Paula says the highs today are in the 60s.
Yikes! I'll be frozen.
And the bottom.
And it's sad because I'm a Colorado girl. I should be able to handle those kind of temperatures, but I can't anymore. It didn't take me long to get used to the warm in Florida.
Well, I was born up north. Of course, I've moved down when I was 10 months old. So, yeah, I guess I can.
So you're pretty much raised in Florida.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a Florida cracker country boy. So.
Yeah, there you go.
But, Paula, what time's church?
Not me.
Church should be starting soon.
Where is Paula from?
She told me last night. Indiana, I think. Where are you from, Paula? I remember you telling me.
I'm going to go see if I can find her. I'm friends with her on Facebook. See if it says where she's at. Paula. I'm stalking you, Paula. Let's see.
Paula don't mind if
Nebraska. She's in Nebraska.
Paula don't mind if you stalk her. Just don't piss her off.
So she should be almost 2 hours earlier, I would think.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. What time is it there, Paula? Is it? Let's see. It's 9:48 here, so that means it's 7:48 there. Should be.
I'm thinking she's 2 hours because Colorado's 2 hours, so I'm thinking she's 2 hours ahead. Or before, or earlier,
or it may be 8:48.
8:49. Okay,
yeah.
An hour.
Well, it's just like whenever I talk to people out of Nashville. If they live just outside of Nashville, on the west side of the state, on the west side of Nashville, going towards Memphis, just all I have to do is be about 15, 20 minutes outside of the city of Nashville, and they're an hour behind me. Now, go figure that one. Because the way the timeline, if you took a ruler and drew a straight line from Orlando straight up through the state of Florida, it would run dead smack right into Nashville. But yet we're still an hour behind. Every time I do a show on Wednesdays, I got to tell everybody it's an hour. That's why I always put down, at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, because they're in the Central, so they're actually an hour behind.
Yeah.
So that way people know.
It's all kind of weird.
I guess I'm the only superstar that's got Eastern Standard Time.
Superstar?
Yeah. Oh, Paula says Colorado's in Mountain or Central Time. Not Mountain.
No,
Yeah.
Colorado's Mountain Time. She's Nebraska. She's Central.
Oh, okay. That's right.
And we're Eastern.
That's right.
Western Nebraska is Mountain. So see, there was part of me that was right. I love it when even just a part of me is correct. Especially when it comes to geography or history, because those are like my two worst topics.
Hold on, I got something for that. Hold on. Okay.
What did you play? Applause?
No, laughing.
Oh, nice. I like it better when I can hear what you're up to.
Well. I know. I told you if you'd move closer, but you don't listen to me.
Yeah, well, I'd like to move out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm here for a bit longer.
So when is Paul Blart's next show?
Paul's next show is Wednesday in, I believe, Melbourne.
Oh, he's going back down there again, huh?
Yeah, and then Friday and Saturday he'll be in Orlando. You should come out.
Friday and Saturday of next week?
This week. So he's got a show Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay, well, I can't be because I'll have to be here getting ready for Saturday morning show.
Yeah, well, I'm going and I'm going to be there.
You also don't have to pack up all the equipment and lug all the gear.
Honey, I got to put makeup on and fix my hair.
And
wear something cute. That is the equivalent.
No.
That is absolutely the equivalent. Hey, watch your language. My kids are listening.
Tori, turn your ears off. I don't get, and Tori's probably heard worse coming from behind the door, so I don't want to hear it. No, I do not. I do not believe that. That's a load of crap, and I don't care what you say.
You don't believe that it takes me hours to get ready?
Oh, I'm sure. No, it probably takes you days, but I'm just saying it's not as hard.
Oh, that was not nice.
No, I'm saying it's not as hard to put makeup on as it is to load all the equipment up. See, as a rule, when I go out there, I normally just have to bring my laptop because they have everything already out there as far as equipment and stuff like that.
So are you having to bring extra stuff because of me?
No. Well, no. Even if I was going to do a live show out there without you, I'd still have to bring this stuff here that
extra
we
stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I would hate to make your life more difficult.
Whatever. No, the only time I don't have to bring extra stuff out there is during Bike Week or Biketoberfest because they already have the stages the stages and the speakers and everything set up. All I got to do is plug into it. So.
Well, that's good.
So, and then of course we may get out there and not be able to do a live show because we can't get no internet connection. So if that's the case, we'll just.
Well, I think you should drive out there with your laptop and check first.
No, why? Because
I don't want to drive all the way out there and then be like, okay, well, no, we can't do anything.
Listen to me. We're still going to do a show. It just won't be live broadcasted. We'll be recording it and we'll still be doing a show.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it just won't be broadcasted. That's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that.
Well,
Thank you for clarifying.
You need to get on the stick and start thinking about this stuff.
Well, I don't understand radio stuff.
Well, you're the one that got the bug up your wazoo, so you need to start. You
are my master, my teacher.
Whatever.
You're supposed to be helping me learn all this.
You are such a Riri. Tori, is your mom a Riri?
A what?
A Riri. Tori should know what that means. A Riri.
I don't think she does.
She's probably not listening now. I think she done left.
She usually has it on when she's sitting out there. It sounds like they're playing games this morning.
Since when is your kids and your husband not playing games when they wake up in the morning?
Well, they don't every morning. Hey, we're relaxing. I got 2 that are sick. So everybody's just kind of zoning out. What's the difference? That or cartoons or whatever? Like, I don't think there's any difference between the two.
Paula says you're in trouble.
Right?
Paula says you're in trouble if I'm your mentor. Paula, I'm a good mentor.
I didn't say mentor. I did not say mentor. That's definitely different.
I am your master? Oh, that's right. I forgot.
My teacher.
I forgot. Sarah
You're
likes...
like my Jedi Knight.
Sarah likes... I forgot. Sarah likes whips. She likes whips and chains.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. You're so full of baloney.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, next topic. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
What did you do this week?
What did I do this week? Nothing really. Pretty much just about nothing. I got rid of a lot of stuff though in the garage sale. My house is actually a little bit lighter now. I don't have all.
That's good. I need to do that here. I have a pile of stuff in my dining room of things I want to sell. It's not quite enough to have a yard sale, but it's too much to put on Craigslist or one of those swip swap groups on Facebook.
Mine was the same way. That's why I just brought everything over when I was going over and doing mom and dad's. But now
that's what I should have done is come over to your mom and dad's and brought all of my stuff.
The next thing that needs.
I'd love to meet your parents.
No, you don't. The next thing.
Yes, I do.
No. The next thing that needs to be done is I need to go out there and clean out that shed because I know I got a lot of stuff in that shed that I need to get rid of that I don't ever use.
Watch out for snakes.
Oh, no. My shit ain't got no stakes. I got an actual shed that's built out there. It's just I got so much I just got so much stuff in there that I don't ever use. I might as well just try to sell it, if somebody else can use it.
Right. We've had snakes in our house here. I've had to catch them for Paul because he's scared of snakes.
Knock on wood. I have never had a snake in this house yet. I've had a spider, one of them big old long brown daddy long leg type spiders.
Yeah.
I've had one of those. It was funny too because he was in my bedroom and I turned on the light when I came home one night after work. It was like 3:00 in the morning, and I knew something was in my room because I could see these lights glowing in the dark on the damn wall, and I knew exactly what it was. Oh yeah, it
was a glow in the dark spider.
No, it's some people call them they call them a wolf spider, a brown wolf spider, because you know what I'm talking about. They're big, but their bodies aren't really that big, but they got long legs.
Those legs sprawl out. I know, they're so gross.
And when the lights are off in a room or something like that, and you shine, and any kind of light that shines on their lights light up in the dark, and you can see them. So I knew exactly what it was when I turned on the light. But I've managed to.
They gross me out. They're also those ones that if you kill, like when you smash them, they carry their babies, and their babies will go everywhere.
Oh.
Isn't that the same one? Oh, God, they're gross.
I think so.
Have you ever had that? Like you smush them and then 100 babies come running out.
No, I haven't had that happen yet.
Oh, my God. That's the worst. That's one bad thing about Florida. I have never seen bugs like I have seen in Florida.
And tree frogs. Let me tell you something.
Oh, no, Missouri has more tree frogs than here.
I got the whole damn Addams family sitting in my house up in the crawl space right now because there's air vent holes down the side of the house, and the screens, I haven't never had a chance to replace the screens when I bought the house, but I just ain't got around to them. But every night right before it gets dark, when the sun's starting to go down, you can see Bert and Ernie and Ethel and Fred all come out of them holes, start looking for bugs and stuff and they sit right on my windowsill at night where my bedroom's at and sit there and just make them frog noises and crap and poop on it and everything. So, and they're huge. They're not small they're not small tree frogs. These things are huge. Yeah,
we had all kinds of frogs back home in Missouri and tree frogs, and we had a big above ground pool. And they were always in there. All around the edges and that.
Why did Paula leave? Paula wasn't supposed to leave.
She said she had to go take a shower to go to church.
Oh.
You knew she wasn't going to stay long. Weren't you paying attention?
Yeah, I know. We need more people in the room. We only got 7 people.
I guess we're boring.
I guess so. I don't know why not. I don't know why. There ain't nothing boring about us, let me tell you.
No, I guess not. We're just talking about yard sales and tree frogs.
I know, right? Yard sales.
But we're not boring at all.
No, never.
All right, so you watching football today?
Yeah, let's...
Are there any good games on today?
I don't know. I'd think about it here. Let's see here what we got going on for...
I had it up earlier, but I think I closed it out.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I'm just being honest.
Well, why don't we just take
Is that a bad thing?
No. It's it's a no thing. Let's take a break real quick. WBCW Florida Country Radio's Saturday morning sinkhole here on Sunday morning special edition. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Sitting by the front door, right where he threw them down, there's a pair of steel-toe boots, finally home, safe and sound. It's been a week since I've seen him, and now he's gone to bed. Man, it's been so long, I wish he'd stay awake instead. But love is patient, and love is kind. It never gives in, and it always provides. So when you love someone who does it all for you, Love is a pair of steel-toed boots. In the early morning hour, before the sun shines in, he'll hit that alarm clock, pull them old boots on again. He don't do it 'cause he wants to, but because he wants the best for a woman and 2 kids who haven't opened their eyes yet. Because love is patient and love is kind. It never gives in and it always provides. So when you love someone who does it all for you, love is a pair of steel-toed boots. Sometimes he don't know how to say it, and I don't have to try and read his mind. Cracked leather at the seams and tangled shoestrings show just how much he's willing to do for me. So my love is patient 'cause he's all mine. We'll never give in. Yeah, we're gonna be just fine. No, it may not be a fairy tale, but it's real and it's true. His love for me is right there, a pair of steel-toed boots. I love me a man in steel-toed boots.
Sunday morning right here on the Saturday Morning Sinkhole Show. Yeah, Sunday morning, Saturday morning. Actually, it's Sunday because I was out of town yesterday and doing some stuff and had to move the show to today. So, all right, so what's going on with the football schedule since you supposedly have it up over there?
Well, I pulled it up for the games today. Unfortunately, I'm not a football person, so I don't necessarily know, like, all these teams. It just gives me the cities. So, okay, Jacksonville and Baltimore is today.
That's the Jags and Ravens.
Okay. Let's see. Chicago and St. Louis.
It's the Bears
I
and
say that because I'm a St. Louis girl.
The Bears and the St. Louis
Rams. Mm-hmm. Let's see. What other teams you like? Okay, Dallas and Tampa Bay.
Dallas used to be good back in the 80s. Late 80s, early 80s.
Yeah, I remember them being a big deal in the 80s. Are they not any good now?
They could be better. They're not that great. Yeah.
Let's see. Miami and Philadelphia. So is Florida going to win any of these games?
Jacksonville's playing who again?
Jacksonville's playing Baltimore.
Oh, I don't know. Ravens have been doing pretty good. Depends on what who's Tampa.
Miami's playing Philadelphia.
Miami's got a chance to win it, but Philadelphia may win it. Who's Tampa playing?
Let's see. Tampa is playing Dallas.
No. The only one that probably has a chance of winning today is Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Yep.
I know lots of people will be happy about that.
Yep.
A lot of Jacksonville fans on my Facebook page, so I see a lot of those posts.
That's about the
Let's see, who else? New England versus the New York Giants. I would think that's going to be a good game, but I don't know.
The Patriots versus the Giants?
Mm-hmm. No?
It could be because the Patriots, you got Tom Brady and just really Tom Brady. So, I don't know. It depends. Everybody's been liking the Patriots. Personally, I think Tom Brady's a liar and a cheater, but, that's beside the point.
That's just your personal opinion.
Well, no. It's no. My opinion, this is the reason why I don't keep up with professional football anymore. It's because it's too much political, and it has become a point.
Oh, yeah.
It has become a business. And football, to me, is not a business. It is to a certain point.
It's a game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it is to a certain point. But it's like one of my old buddies from high school. He's a football coach now up at FAMU. And I was talking to him the other day, and he says somebody needs to tell these kids and make these kids understand that as soon as they get out of high school and into college football, it becomes a business. It's not a game no more. And that's sad, because that's really it shouldn't be that way. In professional football, maybe, but not college. College still in college, the kids are playing for they're playing for a championship. They're playing for the trophy. It's not about money and this and that, because in professional football, once them guys got a job, all they have to do is show up every day for practice, for work, and play in the games and, do.
Well, they're playing, it's like politicians. They do stuff to make sure they're reelected. They're playing to make sure they get to come back, or they can get a raise or move on to a better team or whatever the situation may be.
And they're making $20-30 million doing it.
Yeah, that highly overpaid, in my opinion.
Yeah, so
I think there are other professions that need to be making more money. Anyways, this one, Kansas City and Denver, that should be good, I think. Mainly because
I'm going to say Kansas City.
You think so?
Yep.
I got to go with Denver since I'm a Colorado girl.
Yeah.
I just go with the teams where I used to live. Unless they're playing each other, and then I really have to think hard about it.
That's no good.
I know. All right, so you're not watching any games today then, huh?
I don't know. I might watch Carolina, because Carolina's actually doing pretty good. They're undefeated right now. Well, there's a couple teams.
Carolina, Tennessee today.
Ooh, that'd be a good game.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep. Cincinnati Bengals, they're undefeated. They're undefeated, and they haven't had a winning start in a season since the damn 80s. That's pretty bad.
Cincinnati's playing tomorrow, Houston.
Oh, they're playing the Monday night football game. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank goodness for the CBS Sports schedule page.
Jeez. That's cheating.
Makes me sound smart.
Yeah, that's cheating, if you ask me.
Well, I told you I had to look it up. How else would I know who was playing?
I don't know.
You didn't know who was playing until I started telling you.
Well, yeah. I don't have a schedule in front of me. If I had a schedule,
I do.
That'd be a different story. Wonder how people knew who the teams were playing. Well, of course, if you go back in the 50s and 60s, the only way you knew when the teams were playing and what the schedule was either by radio or newspaper. Or newspaper.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't just text your friend down the street and tell him the game's on. If that was the case, you'd have to write a letter, and by the time it got to him, the game would be done.
That's right. Everything had to be planned in advance.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
All right, so movies. I want to talk about movies.
Fine. I know you're dying and itching just to talk about this movie that you went and seen this past week.
I went to see the new James Bond movie, Spectre.
Yes. I'm not. I just really.
And it's really good.
I'm sure it is. I don't know. Me and movies nowadays, for some reason, I guess as you get older, you don't get too excited. I guess I'll have to wait until I become like in my late 60s, early 70s before I really get excited about movies again. Because then,
I love going to the movies. I hate how expensive it is, though.
See, because by the time I get that old, I won't be able to move. So just getting out of the house to go see a movie would be a treat.
Oh my gosh. We were actually in line behind an older couple that, and they weren't that old. They actually bought tickets to two different movies, like back to back.
Uh-huh.
So because they were trying to figure out what time the one ended, if they'd make it for the beginning of the other one, and I was like, what a fun way to spend the afternoon. I love going to the movie theater and watching a movie, even if it's not a very good movie. I still just love it.
I call people like that movie hoppers. Because
I've never done that. The closest I've done to that is when my girls are big fans of the Hunger Games movies.
Uh-huh.
And we went to see the second one that came out. I can't keep the names straight, so I'm just going to, the first one was Hunger Games, second one was something else. And we went to see it on opening night, and the movie theater was running a special where they were going to play Hunger Games and then the second movie. And so I took the girls to do that, and it was actually kind of fun. Like, they had a little, break in between the two movies, and we got to watch both of them. So that actually comes out Friday, the new Hunger Games one. So I'm looking forward to doing that one with the girls, because I did not like Hunger Games, but the other one since then I have absolutely loved.
This is hot off the press right here. It says Obama vows to take in 10,000 Syrian refugees under fire after Paris attack. Now, you remember he took all them Haitians in when Haiti got hit by them storms and stuff like that. They were flying them right in here into Sanford Airport. So now,
oh really?
Yeah, oh yeah, they were coming in by the airplane loads. That's how many's here. And now they're not in one place. They're just scattered all over the place.
All over, yeah.
Yep. And now he wants to bring in 10,000 Syrians. I mean, granted, I feel for the people that went through all this stuff with Paris. But
yeah, because they are. I know that there's victims everywhere.
Yeah, why he?
And you want to help.
He needs to understand why do this stuff now, because all he's doing is hurting these people that he's going to bring over, because guarantee the next president is going to make these people go right back over to where they belong. If they're illegal, if they're here illegally, I guarantee he's, and if it's Trump.
Yeah, but if you're here as a refugee, you wouldn't be here illegally, would you?
Well, you wouldn't have citizenship, you wouldn't have papers, you'd have a visa, but your visa is bound to run out.
Yeah, at some point.
Yeah. That's why everybody thinks Donald Trump's talking out of his butt, but he's really not, because he's making sense. If we shut down the borders and keep the ones out and just take care of the ones that are already here, get them citizenship, get them papers or whatnot, stuff like that, then we might be all right. But we keep having...
I do agree we need to be taking better care of our own.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because believe it or not...
There's so many here suffering, and...
Yep, because, yeah, exactly. Why would we send $7 million a year to foreign governments and foreign countries to help them out when we can't even help our own people here in the United States?
Yeah. Yeah, I do definitely agree with that. I feel like before you reach out to help somebody else, you need to make sure you're on solid ground.
Yeah.
And in cases of emergencies and things like that, it's a little different. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. And I don't have a lot of, facts or anything to back any of that up. But that's just my personal feeling. Like, if you're going to be able to reach out to other people and help them, you need to make sure that your own household is in order.
Right, yeah.
To a certain degree, anyways. I mean,
well, yeah, because
that'd be like me. I've got 8 people under one roof. That'd be like me, barely getting by, taking care of my 8, can't, support us barely at all, and then invite in 20 more people.
Right. Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. How do you make that work?
Yeah, because if you can't take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of anybody else.
Exactly. And that's kind of my point. So, excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's just as bad as my burping.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
Burping is controllable.
I do not burp on the microphone. Do you?
Yes, you do. Vic and I had this conversation with you last week.
My niece.
Don't you remember?
My niece, she got, this was, 2 Christmases ago. She, her mom asked her what she wanted for Christmas. And there's a movie that she likes, I think it's Dora, that has a fart gun on the movie. And she said, I want a fart gun for Christmas. So she got a fart gun for Christmas.
That's on Despicable Me.
Okay, yeah. So
Despicable Me.
yeah, so she's Little Miss Priss at 5 years old, but boy, when it comes to fart guns and making noises, she's all for it.
Oh yeah. I think
she will
there's
giggle up
nothing
a
a
storm.
kid loves more than farts.
She will giggle up a storm. But
I believe it. Kids get tickled over the most ridiculous things. But that's okay.
yes,
It keeps you smiling.
It's okay. It's always okay.
My kids all wanted the fart gun too. And I told them, I said, you guys are your own fart gun. You don't need anything in addition to that.
They wanted
like those fart noise makers and whoopee cushions and all that good stuff.
They wanted that extra push, huh?
Yeah, right. Hey, did you ever, I know you remember whoopee cushions. Did you ever use one?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
We did one on a substitute teacher once. When I was in middle school, this kid had a whoopee cushion, and they put it on her chair under her jacket. She had her jacket over her chair. And it has got to be the most perfect whoopee cushion prank I've ever been a part of, because she had no idea, and she sat down and it went off perfect, and the entire class just like erupted in laughter. But then I felt bad after, because she got upset and she left the classroom and left us all in there alone. And it was kind of sad though, because I thought, man, if I was a substitute teacher, as embarrassing as I might feel like at first, like it's a perfect opportunity to get the kids kind of all on your side.
Right.
You know, acting like a big whiny baby over it just makes all the kids want to be against you again. Man, middle school was rough.
I remember one time we pulled a prank on a teacher, and we scared her so bad that she actually crapped herself.
Oh, no, that's awful.
Well, we literally scared the crap out of her.
That is terrible. What did you do?
Nothing. She went to the bathroom, and I guess she called somebody from her family to come bring her a change of clothes.
No, I mean, what did you do to scare her so bad?
It was in science class. We were doing something with the animals. I think we had... I can't remember exactly.
Like dissecting animals?
No, well, no. We had there were some snakes in there and stuff. Not poisonous. I think there was a tarantula in there or something. I can't remember what we were doing exactly, but it was something.
Awful.
Yeah, it was something to the effect that where she turned around, she literally crapped her pants.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be the absolute worst.
I know it probably is.
You should feel terrible.
I do. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I can tell. I can totally tell. So which was worse for you, middle school or high school?
I don't know. I think it was probably...
It's kind of hard, isn't it? I feel like they were both so different, but they both kind of came with their own struggles. But I know the further I got in high school, the more I got to where I was like, whatever. Well, not as worried about it. Whereas middle school, I was kind of... You know. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was different on both ends also, because now that I look back when I was younger, the stuff that I do now that I'm good at, I could have done back then and started a profession or a career and probably made some good money. Like I don't think I think if I'd have known then what I know now, I probably would have never played high school and college football. Just because.
Oh, really?
Just because of, I think I did it more for being popular with all the kids, and it never worked out. I mean, hell, they still, I still was kind of, even though I was a football jock, I really wasn't part of the in crowd most of the time. I pretty much.
Me neither. And when I was in middle school, that was like my ultimate goal. I couldn't stand the fact that I wasn't part of the popular crowd.
Yeah, but
so ridiculous. I was such a dork in school too.
I wasn't so much.
I was.
I wasn't so much as a dork. I didn't. My
I
worst.
just was so awkward.
My worst subject was math. I couldn't stand math. Algebra was not that great. But
I like math.
But the sciences,
history and geography, not my thing.
the sciences and the history and English, I was always good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, history, not my thing. I couldn't stand history. I mean, there were there were things that we studied in history that I enjoyed, but history as a whole was just not, I'm not good at remembering dates at all. But I'm good with numbers. I can remember numbers. I can't remember dates, which is kind of odd. But, yeah, history was not my thing, and geography is terrible at geography. I think I'm better with geography now that I'm an adult.
Yeah, and see,
than I ever was when I was in school.
I took a carpentry class back in school too. I mean, you actually
I took shop in middle school.
Yeah, you had shop class. They had a shop class too, but this was carpentry because they would give you. It was a 1-credit course in your sophomore year. It was a 1-credit course in your junior, and then it was a 2-hour course in your senior year. So you actually got credits, to graduate with it. And we actually. Where we went to school, we actually built all the portable classrooms for the county to.
That's cool.
Yeah, for other schools. So that's where we learned as far as in carpentry class. And
I think schools need to be teaching more of that practical stuff.
They do. They do to a point. Like my boy now, he went to Lyman. He's going to Lyman now, just like I was, and they have a robotics class out there, and they have engineering and stuff like that. See, this crap that they didn't have back when I was there. If they'd have had it back then, I would have probably, like I said, I would have done stuff totally different because that's kind of the stuff that intrigues me. I'm kind of like my son. Danny gets mesmerized when it comes to playing his video games and stuff like that. I kid you not. When he gets older, Danny is so smart with math that he could probably write his own program and invent a game. And he probably will. But for me, I'm more the hands-on type. If I'm not doing something with my hands-on type stuff, like building something, I get bored of it real quick, and then I got to find something else to do. So
yeah, where I went to high school, excuse me, was
no excuse for you.
I know. They had a program with the technical school that during your junior and senior year you could take courses there, and they went towards your high school credits, your graduation credits.
Yeah, that's the way that's the way carpentry class was.
Okay, well, this was, it was off campus, like.
It's called OJ.
Hold on a second.
It's called OJT, on the job training.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
It was called OJT, on the job training, because I had it too.
Yeah, no, it wasn't on the job training because I went to cosmetology school, and you could go to like auto mechanics, and you could do nursing stuff, and you could go for free. You didn't have to pay to go. And by the time you graduated high school, you also graduated these courses. So I graduated high school a semester early. So I finished high school in January, and then I finished cosmetology school that April or May, and took my boards. And by summertime, I had graduated both courses. I was fully licensed, and I was working in a actual career. I wasn't just out at a job and getting on the job training and stuff. I was actually a licensed cosmetologist.
Oh, okay.
And I was able to do that all during high school, which was great because I had gotten so burnt out with high school.
Right.
So it was nice to not have to be there. I would go for 3 courses in the morning. I had to take like math and language arts still, and then I would drive over to we called it VOTEC. It was vocational technical school. Drive over to VOTEC and take my cosmetology course for the afternoon, and then go home.
Huh.
And it was nice. I wish they had something like that everywhere, because I basically got a free. If one of my kids wants to be a cosmetologist, they have to go to school and pay student loans, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
I got it for free. I mean, I had to pay for my boards and my licensing and stuff, but that was it.
Yeah. See, the carpentry class that I took, they gave you a certificate at the end of the 3 years saying that you got 900 hours of residential carpentry. So,
right.
So it was kind of like an apprenticeship.
I don't know what kind of licensing or anything you need for that, though. Do you?
Well, only if you want to become a building contractor, like the contractor.
Well, yeah, you'd have to get your contractor's license,
right? Yeah, but just to be a carpenter to work on houses and stuff like that, no, you don't need the license or anything.
Depends on where you live.
The only
or
one
who hires you. A lot of people won't hire unless you're licensed in that.
No, because for a carpenter there is no license. Now, there's a license.
Well, as a if you're working in somebody's house, then wouldn't you have to be a contractor?
Depends on. If you're a handyman, you just have to have a business license. You don't have to have no fancy license or anything.
That's true.
If you're an electrician or a plumber, some plumbers, they have what they call a journeyman's license, where it's a license for an individual person to where you can travel all over, not just necessarily in one state. It's good for everywhere, and you can travel and make more than what a normal electrician or plumber would make. That's why they call it a journeyman's license, because you can actually. It means you know a lot more about electricity or plumbing everywhere else.
Yeah, you've gotten more training or experience or whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. So is that what you wanted to be when you grew up, was a plumber?
No. I took contract. I was in the carpentry class. So
is that what you wanted to do?
Well, at the time, I thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
I'm just curious.
Well, it was fun, and
I knew I wanted to do hair from the time I was like 5 years old. I did. My friends used to come over and want to play Barbies, and all I wanted to do was style Barbie's hair.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Right. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Now that song's going to be stuck in my head all day. Like another ridiculous song.
My mom used to cut my hair up until I was in high school. Yeah.
My mom cut my dad's hair for years till I was learning how, and then I started doing it.
Well, when I got out of high school, I finally figured it out. I says, I can go buy me a pair of clippers and shave my head myself.
Is that how long you've been shaving it?
Oh, yeah. I haven't. See, you don't understand. My mom loves my hair when it's long. I can't stand it because I have curly hair.
You do?
Yep, and when it starts getting long, it curls everywhere.
I want to see a picture.
I know. I burnt them.
Yes.
Nope.
One of your little kid pictures with your curly locks.
Nope. About the only picture I got me with any kind of hair is my senior picture, and I look like an Elvis.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
You know how the way they comb their hair back then and stuff like that? That's the kind of hairstyle that they had back then.
I want to see it for sure.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
You're going to show me, aren't you?
No, I'll think about
it. My senior pictures turned out really good. I have good senior pictures.
Yeah, my middle daughter, she just got her senior pictures this past week, so she's gearing up.
I had the same guy do my senior pictures that did my wedding photos, too.
She's gearing up to get out of school and get on her own, and I got one older daughter.
You are an old man.
I am. I got one older daughter. She's out. My middle one's getting ready to go out, and then all that's left is my boy. He's just now starting high school, so.
I feel like I still have forever to put in.
You do. How old's your youngest?
I know.
6?
6. He's kindergarten because he's got that late birthday.
Yeah.
So this is his first year that he's away from me all day. And then my oldest just started her is about to start her driver's ed courses. And that just really making me feel old. How is that even possible that I have a kid old enough to start? She's not old enough to get her permit yet, but she's old enough to start the driver's ed classes.
Because you started late, probably.
Yeah, I was 27 when I had her.
Well, that's not bad because let's see, my dad was 33 and mom was 27 when I was born. And then my sister came 5 years later. So they actually started late.
Yeah.
I
don't think it's terrible.
No, it's not. I started early because my oldest daughter's from my ex-girlfriend in college. So let's see, when was she born? She was born in 94.
Oh, that's the year I got married.
Yep, 94. And then when I married my ex-wife in 97, then we started our family, and that's when my second daughter and my boy came along. So
yeah.
And they're, let's see, the oldest is 21, and the middle one, she'll be 18 in December, so 18, 19, yeah, about 3 years difference.
That's not a bad spread.
No, it's not.
Because mine are 2 years apart, then 4 years apart, then 2 years apart.
Yep.
So I feel like I have two groups. I have the older ones, the younger ones. And that's kind of how, like, house rules go and stuff, too. Like, the older kids could stay up later, the younger kids go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
Just kind of plays out that way.
Hey, if you got Spreaker, come on into the chat room and hang out with us here, listen to the show, talk it up with everybody. We got a few people in there now. Don't forget, we also are part of WBCW Networks, which is Florida Country Radio. They are voting now. We have the Big Country's Top 20 Countdown, so you can go to our website at WBCWradio.com. Vote for your favorite artist, and we will do our first Top 20 Countdown show December 4th. You can vote right now, one person, or each person can vote one time per week up to November 30th, so I think you get you probably get about another two before the voting stops.
Only once a week, not once a day?
No, that's two. That's mass hysteria there. Now we're going to do it. We're doing it right now just to kind of see what's going on, and then because once we start the countdown each week, then it'll go to a voting each week. So it won't be 1 month to wait, to see the winners and stuff like that.
Right. This is your first one.
Right, yeah.
I guess I should go on there and find somebody to vote for then, huh?
Yeah, you probably know a few of them.
I've probably heard a few of their names because I've listened to you guys.
Yeah, I couldn't fit every artist on there that we have here at the station, but there's 83 that you can vote from.
No, I doubt. I probably know 5 just from you talking about them. See, the fact that I know 5 is an improvement.
All right. And each week as we do the countdown, we'll add new artists to the list and get them in the running and get them voted in there too. So we haven't forgotten about everybody. So we'll get everybody in there eventually.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling you know an awful lot of artists.
Yeah, I do. To a point, I guess. I know quite a few.
Yeah, because I don't know really any. Are there any local ones? Local to Florida?
Yep. Heather Lucas is local. She's a local girl from Orlando. The Diamond Dixie Girls, Bianca and Gabriella, they're local here in Orlando. Catherine Ridgway, she's a local. Amanda Cooksley, she's a local. So, yeah, there's a lot of local Central Florida. Yeah, there's a lot of locals.
All girls. Is it mainly
no, we got
ladies in country?
No, it's the women are kind of dominating country music right now, but we got a duo that actually started separate here in Orlando. They started a new group called Lockhart. They're actually from Central Florida. It's Johnny Bulford and Janelle Wheeler. Johnny Bulford's actually a songwriter in Nashville. He's the one that wrote the number one song for Lee Brice back in the day. That went number one when he won his award for the CMAs. I can't think. It's hard. I think it's Hard to Love. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, he actually wrote the song for Lee Brice that was number one on the charts for weeks on end.
Cool. I think that's neat.
But yeah, so you get a chance. I know we got. Let's see, what we up here to now. We got 13 listeners. Woohoo!
13, huh?
13. We're stepping up. I'm telling you, we're going big.
Wow. We need to get a bus and start touring the country.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to do the food truck, right? We'll get like a food truck bus and tour. How about that?
I don't care what we do as long as we get...
We'll bring our famous friend Vic, who is now not only a world-famous comedian.
Now he's a world-famous barbecuer.
Famous barbecue master.
What did he? What was the award that he won this weekend?
A barbecue award? Was it specific?
Yeah, it was a specific one. Let me see if I can't find it.
Oh, I need to go look it up. I think it's cool because the first time he's ever entered something like that, and he won.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it is. It is, really. I think it's cool. Because he likes to barbecue. I mean, hell, it's like, if he's not working, he's home barbecuing.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find it.
First barbecue competition, and he wins for healthy, creative ingredients from Cheerios. Cheerios was sponsoring it, so.
I want to know what creative ingredients.
I know, right?
What exactly was in that?
I don't know if anybody really knows, but who knows?
Well, let's see. There were 12 other cooks in the competition.
That's it. He made it out to be like there was like 50 million of them.
Right. I thought it was going to be a huge thing.
And
That's right.
And of course, they stuck him out in the middle.
I'm still proud of him.
I know. And they stuck him out in the middle of the field, so he couldn't do his show yesterday, because he didn't have no internet service.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was going to...
I saw it looked like he was out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he was going to try to do his show, but he was actually in the middle of one of the parks down there in Osceola County.
Osceola, so it's not Osceola.
It's Osceola, yeah. You ever listen to John Anderson?
No.
John Anderson, the famous country singer, he's a local boy. He talks a lot of his songs about Osceola County and Seminole Indians, and
oh, cool.
Talks about Okeechobee and Micanopy, and
there are so many funny like city names and things like that here. Like just learning all that.
How about this fight last night?
Oh man, I don't watch the fights, but of course it's like the number one, one of the top stories.
Yeah. So
I watched a little bit of the clip where she actually just kicked her right in her neck. Man, she just went down.
She got knocked out. Some people are posted if she spent more time training as she did posing for Playboy, she might have won the fight.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine fighting like that. Is just brutal.
That's it. I mean, she's a good-looking girl. I mean, but what kills me is this.
Oh, I don't think she's very pretty.
Well, she looks good when she's done up. When she's just fighting, she looks like blah.
No, but I know.
But this type of fighting, the MMA fighting, it kind of took away from boxing, because my dad and I grew up with the old style boxing with Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
Mm-hmm. I used to watch boxing years ago, probably about 15 years or so ago.
So now it's just a mixture of everything, so who knows?
Yeah.
Anyways, WBCW.
I watched that clip and I was just like, well, I know, it's just brutal. Like her face is all bloody and bruised, like already before she even got kicked.
Oh, there's guys that's
I couldn't watch that. That would.
There's guys that's broken their legs. There's guys that's broken their legs and everything. So.
Yeah, I don't understand what the draw is to that. I don't know.
People.
That's just me.
It's people's violent nature of wanting to fight. I guess, I don't know. WBCW Network, Saturday morning Sinkhole. We're going to take a short break real quick. We got about another 20 minutes left on the air, and we will come back. Stay with us.
We were stargazing in a corn maze. It was the first time you kissed me. Chevy headlights on, singing to your favorite songs, chilling on some old sheets. Looking so good in that raggedy shirt, those old blue faded jeans. Boy, I can't take my eyes off of you. Won't you come a little closer to me? Hey, hey, whoa, let's go dancing in the moonlight. Whoa, let's make this an unforgettable night. Run your fingers through my long dark hair. Sending chills everywhere, yeah. Laughing, singing, calling me baby. Come on, boy, you're driving me crazy. Hop in your truck, roll through all the mud, get a little wild tonight. Trailblazing, hell raising, barefoot kids, but we won't stop till we see the light. Take me to a favorite spot on the lake and pull out your guitar. Say this is for the beautiful girl sitting with me on top of my car. Whoa, let's go dancing in the moonlight. Whoa, let's make this an unforgettable night. Run your fingers through my long dark hair. Send me chills everywhere, yeah. Laughing, singing, calling me baby. Come on, boy, you're driving me crazy. Whoa, let's go dancing in the moonlight. Whoa, let's make this an unforgettable night. Run your fingers through my long dark hair. Sending chills everywhere, yeah. Laughing, singing, calling me baby. Come on, boy, you're driving me crazy. Come on, boy, you're driving me crazy.
.45 a.m. here on a Sunday with the Saturday Morning Sinkhole Show. That was one of our local artists, Amanda Cooksley. Song's called "Driving Me Crazy." She actually goes to school right now. She's in college, so between her music and going to school, she tries to get in as much studio time as she can. All right, so who wants to say hi on the air?
My two youngest, Ezra and Olivia. What? I thought you wanted biggest. Oh, he wants to be the biggest.
He wants to be the biggest?
Hold on, I'll let him say hi real quick, okay?
Okay.
Good morning. Good morning, BC.
Good morning. Who is this?
Ezra.
Oh, okay. Are you being behave?
I'm 6.
You're 6? You're the big person?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm bigger than my mom. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's Ezra, and here is... He's excited because you laughed. Now out. Okay, Olivia wants to say hi real quick.
Okay.
Hi, BC.
Who's this?
Olivia.
Olivia who? Olivia
Olivia
Newton-John?
No.
No. Do you even know who? You're 8. Do you even know who Olivia Newton-John is?
Nope.
Ask your mom.
From Grease. Remember the girl from the Grease movie? Look at me and stand pretty. The blonde girl? No. You don't remember? Say bye. Bye, BC.
Bye.
Okay, ouch, go. I was all excited because you laughed. Maybe he's going to be a comedian. He's addicted to making people laugh.
Well, there you go.
Lord knows that child to have some material. The youngest boy in a house full of girls.
Oh, I know, right?
I can't even imagine.
I'm surprised Paul don't pull him out.
Paul don't what?
Pull out the jokes about the girls in the house.
Oh, yeah, he's got jokes about the kids for sure.
Oh, does he?
Yep, definitely.
Oh, so
Ella wanted to come in and talk too.
Where'd Tori go? Did she leave us? She's not in the chat room no more.
They're listening because she had it on her phone when she came in here, but I don't know if she's knitting a blanket for her guinea pig.
Oh, she's knitting.
So she's probably not chatting.
Yes, knit purl 1 2. Is that how it goes? Knit purl.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm not a knitter, so I'm not real familiar.
Oh no, that's right. You do crocheting.
I crochet. Yeah.
When I took a home economics class in high school, we had to do a carpet.
Me too.
Remember where you had to do?
We had to sew.
We did sewing. Yep, we sewed a pillow and we did a carpet. You remember the carpets that you had to that you hooked and pulled?
The latch hook. Yeah, I didn't do that in class, but my dad taught me how. I made a rug or two when I was a kid.
Yep, and they didn't. I tell you what, they wouldn't stand up to any thing these days.
Oh man, the one I made, I had for a long time.
Did you? Tori says hi.
I don't know whatever happened to it. I think I just got rid of it. You know.
Oh, Sarah's in there. Sarah's in the room now after 2 hours, and we're almost getting ready to go off air. What's up, Sarah? Not you.
Hello, Sarah.
The other Sarah.
I know. There's so many of us.
That needs to be our goal for next week. We need to have tons of people in the chat room because we're going to be live. We might even get to interview some of the famous celebrities that's going to be out there too. So that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I just got to brush up on my
I think Catherine
knowledge.
Bach. I think Catherine Bach is going to be out there. Ben Jones may be out there. Don't know yet, but
now tell me who those two are.
Catherine Bach is Daisy.
Okay.
Ben Jones was Cooter, the tow truck, the mechanic guy.
Okay.
Then you have John Schneider. I doubt if they'll be there. And then Wompat, whatever his name, that was Bo and Luke Duke. Of course, Uncle Jesse, he's passed away. He passed away years ago. I think Enos is supposed to be out there too.
Are they going to have the car?
Yeah, the car will be out there. The police car will be out there. They're going to do all kind of stunts. We even got
That sounds cool.
We even got the group from the TV reality show The Moonshiners will be out there. So that's a funny show.
Have you seen that show?
Oh yeah, these are actual guys that actually runs moonshine still in Tennessee and Kentucky and Virginia.
That's wild.
Sarah says she's busy. You ain't busy. All you do is sit on the computer all day and yak 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 yak.
Oh, you think nobody's busy. You think we all sit around.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. We just sit around waiting for you to go on the air.
Yep, you do.
So we can listen to you and chat with you.
Yep, you do.
Nothing better to do with our lives.
When you're sitting around, all you're doing is being sneaky. This is you right here.
Me? What?
Da-da-dum. You're sneaky.
I'm sneaky?
You're sneaky. You're like a villain in disguise.
Yeah, whatever. I can't sneak anything. I can't even get to the bathroom by myself.
Blah, blah,
I try
blah.
and have a stash of chocolate hidden, and the kids always find it and eat it.
Why you guys sit there and say blah, blah, blah? What's up with that crap?
I'm guessing you're talking to Sarah.
Yeah, she says it's all about BC. It ain't all about me. What do you mean it's all about me?
We were just saying, we don't do anything until you're on the air because we just can't go on with our lives.
That's not true. Okay, all right. I won't talk to none of y'all this week. You watch.
Oh, no, we'll be brokenhearted.
Yeah, whatever.
We will. Life won't go on the same.
So the other Sarah that's in the chat room, she is a promoter for one of my artists, Mr. Jeremy Harwell, and she actually sent us some T-shirts. So we got some T-shirts, so thanks for that. Yep, thanks for that.
Or you a T-shirt?
No, she sent me and my boss one, so we both got one.
You have a boss?
Oh, my God. Clark, yes, the executive director of the station.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Clark,
just checking.
Clark is he's the silent person. Clark is one of the board members for ActionWorks Entertainment. ActionWorks Entertainment owns WBCW Networks, and then WBC Networks runs the Florida Country Radio, the Sitting on the Tailgate, and this show. And I'm the mouth of the South on the microphone. I've only interviewed Clark one time. He's been on the show with me, and that was back when we first started.
Yeah?
Yep.
He's more of a behind-the-scenes guy, huh?
Yes, he is.
Oh, my page just went down.
Shame on you. You sure it just didn't?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I was going to say, just move the mouse.
No, it just was it just was on and then it just went totally white. Like it wasn't going into sleep mode or anything. It just that page went white.
Oh, Sarah is Sarah is the type of person. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Sarah. Sarah lives in the middle of nowhere. She lives in Connecticut.
I think I remember that when she filled in for me.
Yeah, she lives in the middle of nowhere. Population in her town, 5.
Surely there's more than that.
And when church is going on, they may have 10.
So people come from other places.
Yeah.
I lived in a small town for years, but it was more than 5. It was 6,000.
Well, yeah. I know. I was exaggerating just a little bit.
Yeah, but it was rough because I moved from Boulder, which was a huge college town. Oh, geez, BC.
What?
Really? You need to get that under control. Take some Gas X or something before you go on the air.
I turned my microphone down. You didn't... Oh, you heard...
Yeah, are you sure you didn't turn it up?
No. I turned my mic off. They didn't hear it. You heard it on the phone. They didn't hear it.
Oh, I heard it. They're probably wondering why I'm yelling at you then.
No, I didn't fart. I burped. Because I've been told I got to quit burping on the microphone, so I turned the microphone on for burp.
Look at you listening like a good boy.
Yeah, whatever.
That doesn't happen very often.
Sarah says there's more cows than there are people. I believe it. So, Sarah, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, Sarah, to get more people to listen to our shows on Saturday morning? We need to figure out.
Not talk about burping and farting.
Well, no. Now, see, you make.
Oh, you're asking the other Sarah.
Yeah, well, yeah, or I can ask both of you. Now, you make fart noises because you were doing that here when you were going to church here at my house.
No, I did not.
Yes, you was.
No, I did not.
That's what Vic said.
You and Vic were making fart noises. Was not me. I'm a lady. I don't do those kind of things.
Let me tell you something. I've seen a lot of ladies fart with the best of them.
Well, that's fine. Not my style.
You get we call them the horse trots.
Oh my gosh!
I got a cousin. No, it's funny because I got a cousin. She's it's the only cousin I got that we grew up together. She lives outside of Central Florida here, over there in Winter Garden, and her husband works for the power company, and they own about 200 head of cattle, I think, and she owns 5 or 6 horses. She's had a horse ever since I can remember when we were younger. So,
oh wow,
she is probably the true Southern redneck type out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And when we'd ride horses when we were younger, we called it the horse trots.
Oh my goodness. When my oldest was little, she used to call it that she shot the fox.
Sarah said new subject.
Yeah, see, I agree. But this is a cute story. My oldest used to watch the cartoon Dora. You've either seen it or heard of it? Dora the Explorer? Okay.
My daughters used to watch it all the time.
Okay, so she used to watch that, and there was Swiper, the fox that was on there. And for some reason, she was just always terrified of Swiper. She used to hide behind the couch when Swiper would come on the cartoon.
Right.
And one time she was at her grandma's house, and she was nervous about something, and Grandma let one fly. And she started to laugh, and she said, "Don't worry, I shot that fox." And so for the longest time, anytime somebody tooted, we would call it "shot the fox."
we always said it was a low-flying mallard.
Oh, man. I grew up in a very proper household. Like, first of all, you didn't do it. And then if you accidentally did it, you had to apologize, say, "Excuse me," that you had passed gas.
Oh, my God.
That's the word fart wasn't even allowed in the house.
That's what's wrong with you.
Well, there is so much that's wrong with me. That's what you're going to zero in on? I'm sure that's just one out of the long list of many. If you ever interview Paul, I'm sure he'll fill you in on all the things that are wrong with me.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to get him on a show one Saturday morning.
Yeah, well, if he doesn't come with me to the, well, you're not going to want to interview him then, never mind.
Oh.
But one of the next times that I come to the studio, then we could call him, because then the phone line would be free.
There you go. Yeah, we should do that. There we go.
We can interview him. That would be fun. I think we should do that.
Yes, we could do that. Yeah, get him and oh my God, yeah, with you, me, and Vic, and then talking to him. Yeah, it'd be a hoot.
That would be a good show for sure. And the only problem is I'd never get a word in edgewise between you and Vic and then him.
Nope,
you may not even have me on the show at all.
I'd just turn your microphone off.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly how it would happen. I know that. I know what would happen.
So it's Sunday. It's nice and overcast today. So what's everybody going to do today?
It is kind of clear.
I know Sarah.
I was thinking of taking the kids to the park.
Well, I know Sarah up north is probably freezing her tail off because it's probably cold up.
Probably. I have a friend that's in Maine, and he messaged me this morning. It was 32 this morning.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad it finally cooled down, though. I was getting a little ticked off that it was still 90 in November.
Wow, hey, we still got hurricane season. Hurricane season goes until the end of November here in Florida.
Yeah, I know, but nothing exciting has happened hurricane season in a few years.
But we have had a hurricane in December, believe it or not. We had one here.
Yeah?
Yep, we had one here a couple years ago. Well, it didn't make landfall, but we actually had a hurricane, so.
Yeah. I remember when we first moved here and there was a hurricane and being all nervous and whatever and couldn't figure out why everybody was just kind of like, And now after having been through a couple of the little storms and the edges of the hurricanes and whatever, because I haven't been here long enough to really experience anything.
Yeah.
But now I know why nobody local really gets riled up about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it normally takes about 10 years before we actually get a good one.
Yeah.
And we're due for one. So, but Sarah said she's going to do yard work up there today, and Sarah's
work.
Sarah's husband.
Where is she?
She's in Connecticut. Sarah's husband is kind of like your husband. He likes to sit around and play video games and all that too. So she ends up doing all the housework and stuff around.
Oh, I'm sure it's not as bad as you make it out to be.
That's all right. My yard needs.
I thought we were the ones that sat around all the time, just waiting for you to be on air.
My yard needs mowed too, but I don't feel like doing it.
Okay, is it not? I thought it was cold up there. What kind of yard work are you doing?
She's probably raking all the leaves from when they fall off the tree.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, I was going to say you were in Colorado.
Yeah, we were shoveling snow this time of year.
Yeah, well,
not doing yard work.
Of course, you were probably stoned half the time too.
No, I have never done drugs. I haven't. Never. And marijuana wasn't legal when I lived there.
Sarah said he's out in the yard now while she's in here BSing with us.
That's as it should be.
No.
All is right in the world then.
Jeez, it's getting deep in here.
Get your boots out.
Yeah, I know, right. Yeah, pine needles. God, I ain't got no pine trees. I
Oh, my
can't
gosh.
stand pine needles.
Yeah, they're all over the place here. We've got those sand pines all along the one side of the house.
People don't believe me that you don't have to have trees around your house to have shade over your house. It doesn't make a difference if you got trees or not. It's still, your house is not going to get any more shade with trees over top. Plus, it don't do no
What
good.
are you talking about? How are you supposed to have shade?
Listen to me, shade, it doesn't make a difference because it still gets, you ever heard the weatherman down here talk about how warm it is even in the shade? It doesn't make a difference if you got shade over your house. The heat's still going to
Oh,
get...
honey, listen, I'm going to tell you something right now, and that's because you've lived here in Florida all the time. This is one of the few places I have lived where the shade is actually doable on a day that being out in the sun is miserable.
Yeah.
When I was in Missouri, there was no temperature difference, no nothing between shade and being in the sun. The humidity was so high and so miserable, there was no relief at all. Here in Florida, you can get in the shade. There's a breeze, and it is much more tolerable than being right out in that direct sun. But I swear the sun is like 1,000,000 times closer here than it was anywhere else that I've lived.
Yeah. Plus, it don't do no good.
I'm telling you.
Plus, it don't do no good to your house when storms come through and take your trees down, too. So that's another reason why.
Yeah, one of the houses we lived in, just shortly after we moved in, we had a bad storm, and one of those pines fell over on the roof over our bed. And I woke up, and I told Paul, I'm like, something happened. I just heard something. He's like, oh, it's nothing. And I'm like, no, I know there's something. Get up. So I get up and start looking around, and I look out our bedroom window, and there's the top part of the tree, like all the tree branches and whatever hanging over in the backyard across our front window. And then when I went outside, on the side of the house was the tree just laying across the roof, and then the top half had broken and fallen in front of the window.
Yep. See, I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. That was but we haven't had that happen since. And it didn't come, like, right through, obviously.
Yeah.
But it did do a little bit of damage.
So, anyways, make sure you tell everybody to vote for Big Country's Top 20 Countdown. Go to our website, WBCWradio.com, where you can vote for your favorite artists. We got 83 artists that are on the list to vote. So, you get one vote per week, per person, up to November 3rd or 30th, because we'll be doing the show, the first Top 20 show on December 4th. I think it's that Friday. So, but make sure you.
I can't believe it's going to be December in a couple weeks.
Oh, I know, right?
This year has just flown by.
Sarah said she's waiting
Hasn't
for
it?
pine trees to fall. Sarah, pine trees do not fall; they bend. I've never seen a pine tree come out of a ground from a storm. They bend.
Well, unless you have sand pines, I'll send you pictures of the one that came out of the ground by my house.
Around here, it's mostly oak trees or the big cherry trees and stuff like that because...
Okay, well, up here, it's sand pines, and they have, no roots. They're just surface, even as tall as they get.
Oh. And I think we were supposed to find out from Spreaker, for supposedly some reason you can't vote on the top 20 on your phone. It's got to be from a laptop, I guess. Or maybe you can. There's a way, but we're waiting to hear back from Spreaker to see what they say about that. So,
is there a mobile version you can use instead of the app? And still vote?
There's a Spreaker mobile app. Just go to Spreaker.
No, I mean not.
Oh no, for our website, no, not yet.
Okay.
All you have
so you don't have a mobile friendly site?
All you have to do is just type it in your browser and it brings up the website. So.
Yeah, that's okay. Never mind.
No, I see what you're saying, but when you bring up the top 20, it doesn't have the circles out to the left.
It won't give you the ability to vote.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
gotcha.
what we're thinking. So.
Well, maybe if you get that fixed, you might have a few more votes then. Because everybody does everything from their phone nowadays.
I know, or their iPad, but we're getting there, so who knows?
Yeah.
But
you can do that.
You got anything else to talk about?
No.
Okay, so I guess we can hang up now.
I am tired this morning. I'm sorry if I was boring.
Yeah, you were. You were just so damn boring. It's not even
Oh, it's
funny.
all me.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to call.
We didn't finish talking about James Bond, but that's okay.
I'm going to have to call. Well, I'll see James Bond next week, and then we could probably squeeze it in Saturday morning when we are live broadcasting from the first annual Dukes of Hazzard Hoedown. We'll be on the air from 8 to 10, so we're going to be doing a live broadcast from there. If we can't get an internet connection, that's fine. We're still going to do the show. We'll just have to air it probably Sunday. Later. Or you can just catch it on demand on our show. But, well, I ain't got nothing else. I guess next time I'll talk to Sarah.
All right.
I guess next time I'll talk to Sarah because she's probably more exciting. I don't know. I don't know. She's kind of like you. She only says a few words here and there. She don't say much.
Yeah, that isn't necessarily because of us, though. That is somewhat because of the fact that sometimes it's hard to get a word in edgewise when you get going.
I'm not saying anything. I'm sitting here right here being quiet. How do you figure?
Oh my goodness.
Don't even. I'm being quiet, so.
There are plenty of times that I have tried to jump in and couldn't, so I just sit quietly until you're finished.
Whatever. Well, talk about James Bond real quick. What part of the movie did you like the best?
Oh. How about my second favorite part? It is a very good movie. Lots of action and some twists and turns, and I was never a huge Bond fan until they had that Daniel Craig come on as James Bond. I remember watching him as a kid with my mom when it was Pierce Brosnan, right. And my mom and her best friend were always just like, oh, swooning over him.
Do you ever remember the old James Bonds with Sean Connery and Roger Moore?
Yeah, I've watched some of those too. I like both of them.
Right, yeah. As
well, but Daniel Craig's like my favorite. And the opening song, because that's always a big part of the Bond movies too, are the songs that go along with the movies. And so Skyfall was really good with Adele. This one's got Sam Smith. I'm not sure the title of the song, but it's a really good opening. It's one of my favorite opening scenes for a Bond movie, and a good song too.
Yeah,
I liked it. So I started off impressed, before the actual movie really got too involved.
I'll have to look.
There's only one part I didn't like.
What?
Well, there's a part you want me to tell you? It doesn't really spoil much of anything.
Well, I don't care.
Well, I'm not a huge fan of fight scenes, and when they go over the top and do stuff ridiculously unrealistic, because most of it's unrealistic anyways, but they make it believable. But there's a part in the movie where there's this building's collapsing and he's trying to get out and he's falling, and he just happens to land on a couch at the bottom.
Oh.
And that's just ridiculous. The whole building's collapsing, you don't see a lick of furniture at all on the way down, and then there just happens to be a couch that doesn't have any of the debris from the building or anything, and he just lands squarely on it and doesn't get hurt. That's just too much for me. I can't handle it.
Well,
all the other stunts, driving cars underwater and stuff like that, I can handle that, but falling on the couch during a collapsing building is just more than I can handle.
Jeez, I wonder about you sometimes. Let's see.
You wonder about me?
I'm trying to think what my favorite... Actually, here was my favorite. I think you can hear it. Let me see here.
Action hero or your favorite Bond?
My favorite Bond song. This is my favorite Bond song right here.
Oh.
Let's see if we can hear it.
I won't be able to hear it.
Yeah, you will.
I don't hear nothing.
Hold on. Give it a second.
Oh. It's for your eyes only, right?
Nope.
No? Skyfall was a good one. Did you like Skyfall? And I love Adele.
Huh. I don't think it's going to play.
Which one is it?
A View to a Kill from Duran Duran.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Huh.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, for some reason it won't play. Oh, well.
You're having all kinds of technical difficulties.
I am. I'm telling you.
So, see, Sunday's a bad day to try and do a show. Neither one of us are on our game, I think.
Or maybe somebody upstairs don't want us to do a show on Sundays.
We should be at church.
I know, right? All right, well, it's time to get off of here, so we'll say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for hanging with us this morning here on the special edition of the Saturday Morning Sinkhole. We'll be back on our regular schedule next Saturday, broadcasting live. The show will be from 8 to 10. And don't forget to check us out Wednesday nights at Sitting on the Tailgate, where we interview artists, and whoever decides to call in, or we will interview at just about anybody. And then, of course, Friday we have the lunchtime country jam until we get ready to start the top 20 countdown with me, Big Country, starting in December 4th. So, and in our website, it's under construction, so we got a lot of things happening.
Go vote. Go vote.
Yes, go vote. Make sure you vote for your famous artist, your favorite artist.
Your favorite soon-to-be famous artist.
Yeah, that too. So make sure you go vote for it.
We're helping to make them famous.
But Sarah, thanks for being in the room with us. Tori,
and Paula.
And Paula. Yep, Paula done took off and went to church. So, but thanks to everybody for hanging with us this morning. We will definitely catch you next week. Same time, same place. Well, not same time on Sunday, but Saturday morning right here on the Sinkhole Show with us. You're going to get swallowed up, I promise you. Until next time, this is BC for Sarah Lee. We're out. See ya.
Bye.